masters at playing business and not doing business.
And what does that mean?
It means they go get an LLC. They make a business plan.
A logo.
They start talking to their friends. I'm making moves. You don't do any of that. Go find a customer. I don't care if it's your mom, best friend. I don't care. You gotta start somewhere. I don't care if it's an unpaying customer and you do it for free just to get a 5-star review. Go find a customer and then figure everything else out after that. Sell it before you have it.
I call that the boot camp method.
Keep left
the
onto
Kickstarter method.
I-40.
Like, launch the sale of something first before you launch the business. And this is something I did early on. I would do a free webinar. If I ever wanted to launch a new course, product, offering, event, I would do a free webinar and ask for a sale before having anything to give people. This is like 15 years ago. And then I would do a boot camp around this. I would teach and train, and I'd say, all right, we're going to do a 6-week boot camp training on this thing that you want to learn. I would record that, and then I'd sell that as the course. So I just called it the boot camp method. It was like, do people really want this? Before I build a whole slide, a landing page, and this and that, and run it, let me just see if I can get a few sales. And if it's exciting enough that people really want it, then I'll record it live, repackage it, and sell it over and over again now that people want it. And try to go the least amount of, well, maybe not the least amount of effort, but the least amount of work building the business and just create the sale first. And then do the service first.
And have very generous refund policies.
Yeah, 100%, whatever. If you don't get the results, all right, we'll refund your money.
I've got a story that
Give it to me.
perfectly exemplifies what about that I did right and what about that I did wrong. My first real business was an iPhone repair store, and I had it in my head that I needed to open a retail store. I was a student at the University of Alabama. I met a guy that was doing it out of his dorm room, making good money, and I was like, that's my business. I don't know why. I was just like, the iPhone was a year old. These are going to start breaking. And I read an article about some guys at LSU that were making like 20 grand a month from a retail store. So I'm like, all right, I need a retail store. So I had no money. I got a credit card advance. I got some of my Pell Grant, and I got this retail store. And this was the dumb thing to do. I was playing business, right? It worked out. So that's what you shouldn't do. But I did it, and it ended up working out. But another thing I did is I never even learned how to fix iPhones. When I signed a 5-year lease with a personal guarantee, $2,300 a month, my mortgage was $500 a month. Okay? I had a $90,000 house. This was 2008.
Oh my gosh.
$2,300 a month, 5-year lease, personal guarantee. And people would come in with their iPhone and say, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, $90. Okay, cool. Come back in 3 hours. Okay. They leave, and I go to YouTube, and I would just type in what they tell me, and I would learn how to repair iPhones on their phone.
Wow.
And this was the thing that I would suggest people do. Now, a couple times I screwed up, and I remember I put a screwdriver through someone's screen. I broke their screen. I was fixing the battery, but I broke the screen, and it was a $700 brand new iPhone 4. And I had to go to the Verizon store and spend like a week's worth of sales on a new iPhone. And she was okay, but had I waited 6 months to learn and perfect, A, I'm gonna lose momentum, probably gonna lose steam. I never even open. Who knows where I am that right? Or B, if I do end up opening, I miss out on tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of sales waiting 6 months to open. So net of net, the $2,000 I had to spend in broken iPhones made me an extra 6 figures because I opened that much sooner and I didn't lose the momentum. So that's one example of doing it right and wrong.
It's like learning on the fly instead of waiting till you feel like you're perfectly mastered the skill.
Yes.
A lot of people wait until they feel like, I need to get more degrees, more education, more training until I can launch.
Yes.
They play the perfection game and they never make any money or they never launch something because they need it to be perfect first before just launching. Whereas you launched, made mistakes, lost money, but learned through the mistakes and then kept earning on the way.
Yes.
And that is the difference between someone who's a perfectionist and someone who's an entrepreneur willing to get dirty and messy right away.
I'm the opposite.
I-40.
You could use more of that in your life, probably.
Yeah,